Good morning. Welcome to Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Mike Noonan from Noonan Electrical Services in studio. We're also Facebook Live if anybody wants to watch us in the studio. Any voyeurs out there? So, Mike, you've been an electrician how many years now?
Oh, God. It's my junior year in high school. I've been in business for 13 years. So, God,
wow.
Over 20 years?
Damn. Good for you, brother.
Years, yeah,
congratulations. Well, you do really good work. Now, let's talk about growth. You've had some, COVID didn't slow you down.
I actually excelled during COVID. We were essential, right? So they weren't moving. They were improving or staying home. So home offices, home gyms, we really exceeded during that. I mean, it was nonstop.
Well, that's the best part about it. So, and I love that statement. People aren't moving, they're improving. People stayed at home, and what did they do? They watched TV, they were on the internet all day, and they stared at their house, and all of a sudden, I got to do this, I got to do that.
If you stare at it long enough, you're going to find stuff to do, right?
Oh, my God.
We were at home offices. We were internet lines, LEDs, recess cans. We were exploding.
Yeah, and that's funny because but I did it. I'm guilty of it. I stayed home, I made a list, and then made another list, and I got broke just making the list.
Yeah, right.
So, it is what it is. So the website for you is NoonanElectricalServices.com. Noonan is spelled Noonan, electricalservices.com. Mostly generators, service upgrades, and electrical vehicle chargers. However, you'll come out to a house, change plugs, LEDs.
Yeah.
You do it all.
Add plugs, power to the garage.
Everyone loves power to the garage.
Smart houses. Turn your whole house on with your phone.
Okay, so do you know how to do, you know how to install, but do you also know how to do the programming, or is it?
Yep.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the migration for that right now? Alexa, Siri.
It's all linked
Apple
to
Home?
Alexa or Siri. Yeah. So, hey, Siri, turn my lights on to 10%, right? Your whole level will come on to 10%, 20%, 50%, or full blast. Set scenes, like arriving home scenes. So your porch light comes on, your living room light comes on, however you want to do it. It's sky's the limit. You can do vacation mode. So if you're going on vacation, just certain lights come on in your house, not like the traditional one lamp turns on every night at 6 o'clock. So people know that you're on vacation. It randomly turns lights on throughout your house. So it looks like you're moving around while you're gone.
Okay. So that's the best part. And so if someone if they go online, here's the problem. There's two levels of this. There's the crap you can buy online, and then there's the real stuff.
Yeah.
Can we tell people the difference between the real stuff and the crap?
Well, yes. The crap is you have to screw in a light bulb. Your light switch has to stay on in order for it to work. When your kid comes in and turns the light switch off, you lose all your capability to control it on your phone. Whereas if you do a hardwired, say a Lutron system, it doesn't matter if the switch is on or off. You program it through your phone, and you can never turn it off on you.
Okay. And let's talk about the Lutron and this and that. Is it more it's more money, obviously, but how much is it much more? Or?
I mean, we have a system that starts off right now at it's around $800. It gets you automated. It gets you like 5 light switches in your house controlled on your phone, which is a great starter package. And most people will do like their outside lights, right? Because who wants to turn your front light on, walk over, turn your garage light on, and then walk up and turn your sconces on your upper level on? This way you can program them all to one switch, all come on at the same time. You're not walking through your house trying to turn them on.
Now, what about LED, strip lights? It seems to be like a trend for the kids. They want to wire the room, and
there was a big trend. We were in the amount of money that these parents were spending to put these lights in there was ridiculous.
Like Christmas lights. The evolution
because you
of
don't want to go on
best.
Amazon and buy these these cheap lights. So
the crap.
we would say you should do the good light, right? So you're not going to burn your house down or have bad connections. So we'd put in a good system, and you could blue, red, you can do whatever you want with them.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Well, that's why I like the multiple colors.
Yeah.
So I want to do those bougie lights at my house.
Yeah.
We'll have to come. I want to, my new deck in the backyard and everything. I want to do the icicles, the ones that the flat
in the summertime.
Yeah. And then I want to do some speakers that ish, 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 and the lights flash the same as the speakers.
Like techno Adam
Can
rocket.
we do that?
Yeah, we can do that. We can do whatever you want.
That's
as long as you cook pizza for us.
Oh, you had to say pizza.
Yeah.
Man, I'm dialed in.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of my videos?
I've heard. Yeah, I've seen you. You saying you make some good pizza. I got to try that.
Well, we're gonna have a pizza party soon. I got Freddie, the pizza man, on speed dial. I got to get that
Yeah.
organized. We're going to do it for his charity. He's an autistic charity. So I'm definitely going to help him with that. So generators, 6 weeks. You buy one today, you can get it installed 4 to 6 weeks.
Yep.
That's not bad.
Yeah. We'll come out, size it for you. Every house is different. Square footage, electrical consumption. Come out, do an analysis on your house, tell you what you need.
What about people who go to the big box store and they go to the electrical section and they buy these LED recessed can replacements? Are they decent? Does it save energy?
Yeah, for sure. And it looks way better.
Yeah, I like them. I just was worried because I pulled them out. I have the old halogen, crazy expensive bulbs. Heat, hot. The LEDs give good light, and then it's less heat, right?
And you can color select it from like 2700 Kelvin to 6000 Kelvin. So, that's a big misconception on LED lights. I hate the color. Well, I walk into these houses and they got 10 different colors. Like their living room's 2700, their kitchen's 5000. 4 lights are different color temperatures. Like, well, of course, you just go buy the cheapest bulb. You got to buy the right bulb and the right color temperature bulb.
Interesting that you say that. 248-539-9797. We've got Mike Noonan Electrical Services in studio. If you have a question electrical, and we also have a landscaper coming up. Greg Grapsidis from The Landscapers coming in studio to join us. Here's a question that came in. Need a bath fan installed. Plaster cut out, new exhaust, and electrical to it. Does your guy do that?
We do. And in fact, we actually have a roofing company on staff that we use. They will come in and cut your vents in for you.
Okay.
Not really a roofer. He's kind of a vent guy. He comes in and cuts our vents in for us. Some people will just do the vent or do the bath fan and not do the venting.
Yeah.
We want to make sure the venting's done properly too. So yeah.
Okay. That's and I wasn't sure. So that's important. Shout out to all electrical workers out there, also known as Sparkies. Love the show, Adam. Dan in Grand Rapids, he's an electrical estimator. Thanks, Dan, for tuning in. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we've got Mike Noonan Electrical Services, and the landscaper, Greg Grapsidis. Keep it locked in right here. My name's Adam Helfman. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Don't forget, if you got a question this morning, 248-539-9797. It's also Shout Out Saturday. If you have you're a contractor, landscaper, essential worker, police, fire, you're working at a big box store, hardware store, the show's on, we're going to give you a high five through the airwaves. In studio with Mike Noonan from Noonan Electrical Services is a good friend and great landscaper, Greg Grapsidis from The Landscaper. Good morning, Greg.
Morning, Amp. Thank you.
Welcome back, brother.
Hey, always good to be back.
You got a nice tan.
So I work outside. I mean,
Right?
How can I not have a nice tan, right?
So is it, what do they call that, a farmer's tan, where you lift your shirt up and you
yeah,
got like a white
the
arm?
arms, yeah. But on the weekend, I go down to the boat, so it evens
that's
out a
right.
little bit.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
You're the East Sider, right?
Yes.
Have you been to that place, Hook?
No, where's that at?
It's the old Bobby Nara opened it. It's like a new sushi / seafood on the water right there on your
Really?
side of town.
No, I haven't even heard about
Yeah,
it.
Joey's on Jefferson or something. Remember, it's like that old. That's that
Oh,
location,
okay.
I think.
Yeah. I'll have to check it
Yeah.
out.
He's a good friend. I have to go out there, but it's like I have
Yeah.
to take an airplane to get that far east.
Uh-huh.
But you know how it goes.
Oh, yeah.
So the landscaper, what are you busy doing right now?
Hardscapes, softscapes. We're planning all kinds of. You were talking earlier about staycations. That's what people are looking for. You know, they want to improve their backyard. They want to sit out on their deck, and they want to make a pizza in their pizza oven, and they want to look at their waterfall and just stuff like that.
Yeah.
Everybody's got all kinds of unique ideas. We make them come true.
Let me ask for Mike Noonan Electrical. Mike, how far east do you guys go east side?
We
'Cause
will.
You're Brighton, you're Novi, you're like all of Oakland, Wayne.
We will. We'll go. I mean,
You do
for the
both?
right job, right? I mean, we can't go out there and change the plug, but if you're doing a generator, panel change, EV charger, we'll go out.
How often do you guys do landscaping?
So like you said earlier, I think you guys were talking about, you guys are out in Novi, 696, 96 is right there. Same thing. We're right off of 696. We go out to Novi, Bloomfield all the time. I mean, it's not but like you said, we're not going out there to.
You got to go. You got to go.
We're not. We're not putting two flats out of your house. We're not driving an hour to put two. But if you got a significant project, we'll come out for sure.
It takes 2 hours to get there with construction.
Yeah. Oh,
right?
the construction's terrible. Let's not even talk about that.
We should be in the construction business.
I'll tell you.
Oh, what are we in?
We'd be on vacation right now. We wouldn't be sitting here together.
Get in the helicopter business. Just fly to our jobs.
Yeah.
That's listen. Well, when they come up with those EVTOLs, the electronic takeoff and landing, whatever they call it, I'm getting one. No question about it. They came up with a new one that the propellers are quieter.
Yeah.
Because that was the problem. They're really loud. I'm getting one for sure. I'm totally gonna blow one out.
Is it like a single seater, or can you take a passenger?
Oh no, it's a 4.
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Make sure there's not a weight limit on it. That's all.
Well, here's the only issue. The only issue with those is the battery's very heavy. That's why they don't have electric jet planes or electric planes.
Think
because
about how fast you can get to the east side then.
I could do that.
Yeah, for sure.
But my point is it's heavy. When you fly an airplane, the fuel burns off and it gets lighter and more efficient as you go. Electric airplane won't. So this EVTOLs, electric vehicle takeoff and landing, that's what it is. It's for short distances, from Bloomfield to Jefferson.
There you go.
They're okay. Hire it done.
That's it.
Like Uber. So anyways, I was just saying, so what's the most popular project, Greg, for landscaping right now?
Brick pavers right now.
Still?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So what brand? Is there Fence still around? Fence the best.
Fence,
I love
Oak,
them.
Unilock.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is there any popular colors? Is it the red, the browns, or is it?
It just depends. Everybody's got their own color selection. Everybody loves everybody's got their own taste and ideas. I always tell everybody there's not a wrong answer. It's your backyard, whatever you want to see in your backyard. And we go through the catalog. They go out and take a look at it physically. We bring them some samples if they want. And we help make the selection, and then we put it in the ground. It looks great, and people enjoy it all summer long and for years to come. And at the end of the whole process, we don't just leave you after we're done with the job. We maintenance for you.
Well, that's the best part. You guys come back, and that's one of the things I like about you because, again, brick pavers in a house, if they're not installed properly, a couple years later, it looks like a roller coaster.
Yes, for sure. You got problems with it, and people don't know, and we tell everybody up front, you are going to have maintenance with this. This is not maintenance-free. If you choose to seal it, it's every 2-3 years. You're going to have to reseal it. You're going to have to touch it up.
What happens when you seal it and it looks milky? Is that because there's water trapped in it or something?
That's water's trapped in it. If you apply the sealer at a high temperature, there's a couple different factors for that. We use a breathable sealer, so we don't get a lot of that. And
Okay,
our
smart.
guys, yeah, our tech applies it. He knows what he's doing. He's certified. He takes the classes, and we don't have a problem with that usually.
How often do you redo the grout? Like the grout in there?
So the
It's like
polymeric
mine's
sand,
popping out. Yeah.
sand, it all depends on where how much wear you have. I got a customer, he was out there, old Italian guy. He would wash his pavers and he'd have a hose with a real fine tip on it.
Yeah.
And
He'd
that
blow it
polymeric
out.
grout, it hardens up like concrete, but then if you keep hosing it every day,
chip away.
it chips, it deteriorates.
Yeah.
So any call, but the typical polymeric grout should last 2 to 5 years depending on the wear.
Okay. So that again, you can come back and redo that. So you can come. Well, are you?
We
You're
service
so busy right now. Can you come? If someone hears this and says, "I need my polymeric grout done, and I want them, power washed," you'll do that for them.
Sure, we will. We'll put you on the schedule.
Is it
I mean,
expensive?
we're about it's about $1.50, $2 a square foot.
Okay, so everything's not cheap today.
So depending on the sand used, depending on the sealer we use, depending on your square footage.
I got you.
That's my favorite. How much is that going to cost? How much is a red car?
Right.
There's
There's a lot of
how much-
variables.
how
There are a
much-
lot of
yeah.
variables. Yeah.
248-539-9797. You have a question, you want to give a shout out? We're shout out Saturday as well. Shout out to Bailey from Warren. She's listening. She's babysitting a puppy. Shout out to Tom Inger from Renovations by Design and his crew. He says East Side's the best side.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know that, Adam.
Until you've been to the West Side.
Listen, you're an OG on the east
What
side.
does
I know.
What does Tupac say?
What about?
West Side?
Yeah, West Side. Although I'm a Biggie fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Biggie. Yeah,
It's all right. We're all old school, so we can be all that.
but Biggie doesn't say West Side, so I needed a West Side.
Oh my God! So we used to talk, and you guys have probably heard the show where I say which superhero would be the best contractor,
Mm-hmm.
right? We always have that argument. Which hip hop artist would be a great contractor?
50 Cent.
50 Cent, Eminem.
I got to think about that one.
Yeah, Dr.
We'll
Dre.
talk about it next time on the show.
I would have to say Snoop Dogg,
Yeah, oh yeah.
right?
Because he's friends with Martha Stewart.
I mean, what else?
love
What
Martha
can't
Stewart.
Snoop Dogg do? So
Right? No, that's funny. That's funny. So, Greg, so brick pavers are big time. What about someone who wants to, like, they got a new neighbor that moved in behind them, and they want to just be like, instead of being like, come over with a cake, hey, welcome to the neighborhood, they call you up and say, listen, I need a wall of arborvitaes.
nobody likes their neighbor anymore. I don't know what happened in this world, but everybody hates their neighbors, and the neighbors hate them. We put in about 100 arbs a week, ranging from 4 feet tall to 10 feet tall.
How much is an arborvitae to put in today?
Oh, the cost of an arborvitae, again, it depends on the size of the
Yeah,
arborvitae.
let's do a 6-footer.
So a 6-foot arborvitae installed is about $350.
So you need like 10, 15 of
Yeah,
them.
and
to make
again, that depends on how many you get. If you put in 40 of them, your price is going down a little bit. If you put in 2 of them, your price is going up a little bit.
Okay, yeah, because it's economies of scale. That makes sense. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We've got Greg Grapsidis from The Landscaper, Mike Noonan Electrical Services in studio. My name's Adam Helfman. Don't forget, 248-539-9797. Shout out Saturday. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. What a great Saturday. Great guests. Mike Noonan, Noonan Electrical. Welcome back, brother.
Thank you.
Greg Grapsidis, the landscaper. Welcome back.
Always good to be here.
In fact, if you want to check out Greg, he's www.hirethelandscaper.com. Simple. You want to call him 888-HIRE-TLS.
Very easy.
Right?
And we're on Facebook too, The Landscaper.
Landscaper on Facebook. And he's on Hire It Done.
Yeah. We're everywhere.
You guys are everywhere. I love that.
Can't get away from us.
So if you ever, I'm sure it's happened, you got to call Miss Dig. We all know that.
Yep.
But on a job, once in a while, you snag a low voltage line or you snag an electrical line. You have to bring an electrician out.
Yeah.
You guys just don't use electrical tape and tape it together. Look left, look right, bury it. No.
Maybe like 30 years ago when I put my first shovel in the ground. Yeah. And now we've evolved since then.
So, Mike, do you ever have to go out for landscape companies and say, hey, man, we cut a line, we did this?
All the time.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
It happens.
Use underground burials places, with shrink wrap, heat it up. I mean, it's a solid.
Yeah, we did a job. Miss Dig came out a couple of years ago. They marked everything. We started digging. We had 36-inch auger on a skid steer, and we were putting in 25 black spruce trees, but hit a line of just the 3, 4, 5 in a row. And so we didn't see them. Miss Dig didn't mark them.
Yeah.
It was a house that was in the back of a property, and nobody marked it. And then we had to call an electrician out, and he came out there with these tubes and epoxy, and he heated up. And
so were they the homeowners' wires, like homeowner ran wires?
No, this was at a commercial property.
Okay.
It was at a commercial property. It was a little outbuilding in back that nobody knew, or I don't know, they didn't think it had power or something. So stuff happens. I mean, sprinkler lines we hit all the time, dog fences.
I have a question. I have a air conditioner that has an overgrown bush around it that we've trimmed every year. Now it's like 20 years later.
Mm-hmm.
I need that sucker ripped out.
Yep, we can do it.
That's what okay.
Yeah.
And now, what about, Mike, for electrical, if you're putting a generator in and a homeowner wants to call the landscaper and have them put a wall of arborvitaes and stuff, what's the distance you need for service? What do you recommend so that he knows, hey, according to the experts, we need 3 feet or something.
So 18 inches from the house. They can go as close to 18 inches from the house. You need 3-foot clearance in the front. You need 3 foot on the air intake side and 6 foot from the exhaust side to your first vegetation.
6 foot?
Oh, yeah. Because think about it. If you lose power for a week, the hot air coming out of that generator is going to burn all your vegetation. Grass.
That thing's blown.
It's blown. People are like, it doesn't run that long. Yeah, lose power for a week and see how burnt your arborvitae is going to be if it's 3 foot from it.
So is that interesting? Do you follow that rule?
Yeah,
don't you?
definitely.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I mean, we don't even plant anything by your dryer vent, your furnace vents. I mean, all that stuff. You go there and a homeowner says, "Why did my bush die?" Well, it's right in front of your vent. You can't put that there. There's air coming out of there.
The same thing. Like, we want a generator right here. Well, that's your air intake for your furnace. You sure you want it there?
Yeah.
We're not going to put it there. But they don't know. It's going to suck all the carbon dioxide and blow it through their whole house.
Oy.
We have to be 10 foot from any air intake of your house for a generator.
So there's a lot of things. And here's the other thing that bothers me about generators, besides the fact that they're loud, even though I want one.
65 decibels, man.
Well, the hush kit. But here's what
That's
bothers
why
me.
you put arborvitaes around.
Yeah.
And then
See, you could do a natural door. But here's the
Landscaping
thing.
looks great. When people do landscaping for the generators, it's awesome.
Nothing. Here's what this is the problem. Landscape. There's nothing wrong with a generator. Let me rephrase it. What's wrong is the cities. You can't put it on the side. You can't put it over here. You can't put it there. Okay, well, I'm going to float it in the air, Mr. City, with ruining my property rights and telling me I can't put it there. Why can't you put a generator on the side of the damn house?
You can in some cities. Most cities you need variances because they don't want you putting them right next to someone. They don't want within 5 foot of their house, right? It creates that corridor sound, and then it amplifies it. And if someone's window is there, they're trying to make everybody happy.
Especially
so
in
the average
Birmingham.
is 14 foot from the property line. If you're 14 foot, they usually let you put it on the side.
Okay, but
some
they have
cities
more
just
than
don't let you do it
Bloomfield
at
Hills.
all.
I live. They got to put it in the backyard.
Always, yeah.
I'm putting mine in the backyard, but I'm just saying.
Yep.
I have this house in West Bloomfield that I'm working on with this great homeowner, and she has a generator in the front porch, and that's the only place they'd let her put it.
In the front porch?
Yeah, I said, I'm going to call my electrician and have him unhook it and bring it to the side now that you've already got approval.
We've never been able to put them in the front of a house, ever. Unless you're on a lake. And
She's on a lake.
yeah, well, the front's actually your back.
I don't. Less government.
Too complicated.
We can't get political.
Too complicated.
Oh, generators, the cities are getting crazy. It's so hard. And
So what's the outlook Greg, for you, and you're not stopping. And the economy's not great, but people are still spending money.
Everybody's spending money. I don't know where they're getting it from. I wish I had some extra money laying around so I could spend. But we're doing all kinds of projects, and we don't think about it. We've had a dry spell now, but Adam, we do basement waterproofing.
That's right.
We got some rain coming Saturday, Sunday and Monday. Everything's dry. All these, the soil's kind of dried up, so that water's going to really, if we get a hard downpour, that water's going to go right in the basement. You're going to,
it makes perfect sense. I didn't think about it because you do drainage and how, I have people call me like from Royal Oak. Listen, every time it rains, all my neighbors' yards pour into mine, and my backyard's a swimming pool. Yep. I'm like, I got a guy for that.
We got a guy.
You can do that. What a French drain?
French drains. We run a series of channels with French drains. We typically will dig your trench, depending on the situation. We like to go to a sewer if we can.
What's the definition, like the poor man's definition of a French drain? Just so anyone the USA Today.
So
language.
there's a couple different. So a lot of different people call French drain a lot of different things.
Okay.
What we would call a French drain is all it is a basin that you're creating for the extra water to go into, so your backyard isn't flooded.
So it directs it away.
It directs it away. Now, we divert the water a few different ways. We install piping, hollow piping with stone, with aggregate, to divert the water, and it basically just creates a void for the water to flow to and get it out of one section of your backyard.
And then it dries.
And then it dries up, and hopefully we can get it to a sewer, tap into the sewer, and your backyard stays high and dry.
Makes perfect sense to me. Now, Mike, have you ever had anyone say to me, look, I have a sump pump, I have this, but I need a little pump, like a plug for a pump. I want to have a pump that I can put around places that'll pump water out if I need it. Do you ever have to anyone do that? Or
like a portable pump?
Yeah, not really. Or is it just a regular, you just plug it in?
I mean, we put in basement plugs all the time, but then they never said like to do like sump pumps, like a movable sump pump.
I got it. One quick question. Solar. Is it efficient enough to do today?
I don't know. We did it. We did a little bit of it. 10 some years ago. We don't do it. We don't get into it.
Okay. I was just curious because one of the things that I'm a prepper. In case anyone wants to know, I'm that guy who's got prepared.
I mean, we need to build you a bunker, really.
Oh, I have one.
Is there a pizza oven in your bunker?
Oh my God, that's a great idea. But
he's all hidden. He's got one pipe coming out.
They like smelling pepperoni.
Where's Adam?
Just follow your nose, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I was thinking because of the generator, it's loud, and that'll alert people that this guy over here's got power. Let's go steal it. Let's go break in his house and kill him.
Go inverter. I
was thinking maybe solar, and then use solar to charge batteries, right? And have the whole batteries charged all the time, and then at night just go off the grid on the batteries, and then when it hits the fan, it's silent. No, yes. Am I crazy? Yes, I'm crazy. But
I don't think you're crazy. I think you're not. I mean, they have those systems now, right? But you have to have.
It's expensive.
Yeah, but you have a generator that powers a DC generator that powers your battery banks when you're not using them. Try to run your air conditioner off batteries.
I'm not can't. It won't work. I mean, it will for like 15 minutes.
Not even.
But I can live without air.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm in survival mode. I can't live without water. I got the water.
If you're underground, you're probably cool anyways, right?
My bunker? Yeah. We have a whole thing going on there. You'll see
How big is the bunker?
Archie bunker size.
Oh, the size of a storage container.
I can't tell you. It's off site. My bunker's off site. It's okay though. It's okay. So, is there any really cool projects you're working on, Greg? Like a waterfall or big, huge limestones?
We're starting a project for our friends over at Natural Healing Pet Care. They're doing their holistic pet care.
Holistic pet care? Whoa, that's kind of cool. What does that mean?
Yeah. Oh, it's everything's holistic. Herbs, and I used to take my dog.
They like dog yoga.
I'm a big dog lover. Acupuncture.
I bet it works too.
Services. It gave my dog probably 2-3 extra years out of her life. So we're waterfall. You talked about waterfall. We're doing a gazebo and waterfall, and they want an area outside where they can have you go there with your pet, and your examination is going to be outside under the gazebo. The fan blowing and the waterfall and just nature, and
cool.
Yeah.
Holistic dog bones.
Yeah. Holistic dog care, man.
Ruh-roh.
That's where we're at.
Ruh-roh.
That's where we're at.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. 248-539-9797. Greg Grapsidis from The Landscaper and Mike Noonan from Noonan Electrical in studio. You got a question? We're here for you. My name's Adam Helfman. Keep it locked in. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Hire It Done. My name's Adam Helfman. Having a great conversation right now. If you're listening, get some coffee, get a piece of paper and a pen. Join the conversation. We are live, in case anyone wants to know. It's especially for the people that call me during the show. Greg Grapsidis from The Landscaper in studio. Welcome back, Greg.
Thank you.
And Mike Noonan Electrical Services, back in studio as well. Welcome back, Mike.
Yeah.
So if a house has like a surge or the clocks go out and they start blinking all the time, your recommendation?
Whole house surge protector.
And what does that mean? Like you go on the panel or?
We do. We put it in the panel. Surge protectors protect TVs or stuff that you usually can plug in. But
Yeah.
whole house does dishwashers, stoves, EV chargers, all the stuff that you wouldn't typically plug in. 240 volts, so you can get the 240 volts covered instead of just doing your 120s.
Is that where like when the power company comes and they're doing work on the line and then the guy turns it back on by accident and it sends power into your house and blows everything out? You've heard of that?
It will take that. Yep.
Do they pay for all new stuff?
The DT?
Yeah.
No.
Insurance.
No insurance.
You're a comedian this morning, too.
Deny.
No, it's deny and delay, the double D.
Yeah.
Insurance companies, I'm like, yeah, they have the double D policy. What's that? Deny and delay? I'm like, oh. So
Yeah.
do I need a whole house?
So they're good. So if you get like the right one for the 4-year panel, it comes up to a $20,000 protected guarantee. So as long as that's installed and installed properly, if you do experience a surge, that company will pay up to $20,000 of your repairs.
Okay. Greg?
Not bad.
Not a bad idea.
I need one of those, actually.
Right?
Yeah.
Everyone needs one.
So what is it? I have a 200 amp service in my house. What do you think?
$400.
That's it?
Yep.
Dude.
Yeah.
Get it on the schedule.
Yeah.
How many weeks?
4.
Okay. Put me on the schedule.
Something like
You
that's a
gotta come to
small
my
job.
house
We might
anyways.
be able to get into smaller ones like that quicker.
All right. Well, I'll wait like everyone else. All right. So, here's the thing. It's outdoor season. How much outdoor electrical are you doing?
Tons.
You are.
Yeah. I mean, this is season, right? Everyone wants their garage power, pond power.
I want to put a spotlight on the telephone pole on the back of my corner of my lot. Are you allowed to touch it? Put a thing on there?
I can't.
You can't.
I can't, no. That's their
After
pole.
hours?
We could put a...
No.
Tell you how to do it. Your
Yeah,
landscaper
yeah.
will help you run it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I'll
Can
hold
you
the
run-
bottom of the ladder.
How about this? Can you run me a line and terminate it on that end, and then mysteriously I'll handle
For
it
sure.
from
I
there?
can put you a post with a plug, and you can do whatever you want with it.
Okay. How about outdoor LED lights? Are there ones is there like the street lights, big ones?
Yeah, like parking lot lights.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we done.
The neighbors get mad because you're like shining the whole
You
house.
got to put blinders on, or the way that the lights dissipate out. If
Mhm.
you can do your beam angle,
can aim it.
won't hit. It'll go down and out instead of at your neighbor's house.
Greg, you do landscape lighting?
Yeah.
So
It's low voltage.
yeah.
Yeah.
What is it for people who are listening? What does low voltage mean compared to regular electrical?
120 volts and up is high voltage. Anything below 120 volts is low voltage. Like,
So if I touch my tongue to the low voltage, am I going to get a shock?
yeah,
Well,
you won't get it with your hands, but I think if you put your tongue to it, you'll feel it.
Like a 9-volt battery?
Yeah.
Have you ever do the 9-volt on your tongue?
When
As a
I
kid?
was like 5, yeah.
Yeah, did you do it too?
Double dog.
Oh,
Oh, double dog. I'm the kid. Not
Yes.
only did I do that, but I'm the one who saw that movie. I forget what it was called, and I stuck my tongue. Christmas Story.
the pole?
Christmas story.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
Ralphie.
You did?
Oh, absolutely.
Was somebody around to get you off it? Like the
I got,
water on you?
I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah, but I hurt myself.
Oh,
That's
sure.
how bad I am.
Yeah.
What can I tell you?
Yeah, that stuff happens.
Yeah. Hey, what can I do? By the way, shout out to Matt Maher. He's the head guy at my bank.
Oh,
Guy's a rock star. Always taking
gotta
care of
be
business
with
for
your
me.
banker.
Yeah, let me tell you something. This guy's the best. Anyways, so shout out to Bailey. Oh, I should have said that. Shout out to Tracy. She's listening out in Dearborn Heights. Nice. So busy. If someone's thinking it's not midsummer, but it's already graduation season, if they're thinking of a project, Greg, and they want to updo a makeover of their yard, they should still call you. Can you squeeze them in before the year is out?
A complete makeover is going to be a little tough. We may be pushing into September, October right now for a bigger job, but smaller jobs we can still fit you in.
Plant bushes.
The best thing is to give us a call, go over what your needs are. We'll let you know about approximate wait time, and fit you in and go from there. Get the process started. Even if you don't get it done this year, there's a lot of planning, especially if you got a big project. And anyway, anybody that you call now that it's a reputable company is going to be backed up. If you call somebody and they say I can come out next week, run the other way. So, yeah, that's the only advice I can give anybody.
No, and by the way, pricing. Are people like, oh my God, it's so much money? Or they're like, okay, I get it? Or what are the reactions?
I mean, everything has gone up from our dump fees to our hardscape supplies to our bushes and shrubs, and everything's just gone up. And people, when you tell people, they kind of understand. They don't like the answer, but they understand because they go to the grocery store and they see how much a gallon of milk costs and a steak, and they see how much everything's gone up. So yeah, everything. So
I'm making pizza at home, and it's still costing me.
It's still costing you money.
Whole milk mozzarella instead of the part skim low.
Yeah.
You got to use whole milk because it's a better pull. It's not cheap.
No,
My pizzas are like bougie.
Yeah.
Here's a great one that came in. Here's from Brian. He's an insurance adjuster. This is smart. He goes, fellas, I do need to correct you. I've been a professional insurance adjuster handling large-scale losses for almost 14 years for a major insurance carrier. Generally speaking, a surge is going to be a covered cause of a loss, and any damages to home or appliances is going to be covered under most policies. However, I still think adding a surge protector is a good idea because anything you can do to mitigate damages to your home is a good thing. And a lot of the time, you won't know the full extent of the damage after a surge for some time because stuff gets damaged and doesn't always fail right away. In addition, sometimes the damages after deductible don't make a lot of financial sense to make a claim, Brian. That's smart. Yeah. I mean, I understand that. And I know it is. We know it's a covered claim. And we didn't mean to say that they deny and delay, but yeah, they look for reasons to. But
very intelligent comment, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like, do you have when your basement floods, what kind of flood insurance do you have for your basement?
Yeah, sump pump. What caused the flood?
Right. Is it a sump pump? Is it coming in through your windows? Is it coming in through your sewers? Different scenarios, the insurance company will cover one, but won't cover the other.
We weren't saying the insurance company wouldn't cover it. We'd say DT wouldn't cover it. They push it off to the insurance company, right? So DT is not going to cover it, but the insurance company will.
Yeah. Well, they subrogate. The other thing is that you got to mitigate. That's one of what he said. Homeowners' responsibility is to mitigate, which means for everyone out there just to try and reduce the damage quickly. Like in a flood, you got to call a flood guy quick. Greg, here's another question came in. Took down my 26-foot, round pool. What the heck do I do with all the sand that was under the pool?
Call the landscaper to haul it out for you. And
you'll haul it out?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I'll haul it out for you.
I thought you were going to say grab a beach chair.
There you go.
And an umbrella.
We can make a little fire pit in the middle there and put some chairs around it, and you got a little beach in your backyard.
Use your resources.
I got a fight with my therapist last week.
Uh-huh.
He's telling me how his neighbors are mad at him because he doesn't have a sprinkler system, and he uses one of those back and forth sprinklers, and he likes it. But he felt like pressure from them, and he's got one area that it's brown. I said, dude, get some green dye. They make gas. They make grass dye and do it. He goes, they don't make dye for grass. I go, dude, they do.
They make dye for grass, yeah.
And he literally called me a liar.
No,
Can you imagine?
lying.
I knew what they did. I worked at Extreme Makeover Home Edition. Remember that show?
Yeah, I remember.
I worked on the show.
Can't we just do turf?
We did Hollywood finishes. You could do turf, but turf's the real thing here in Michigan. But I did a Hollywood finish.
I think you would save
on cutting your grass, water, everything.
Well, they do that in Arizona. They do rocks. They do, I would love to do a turf yard. Have you ever done a full turf yard, front and back?
Not front and back. We've done fronts or backs, but not a full.
Does it last?
Does it look real?
Oh yeah. No, the turf has come a long way. There's a lot of
thanks to
different
Michigan
grades.
State, by the way.
There's a lot of different grades of
Go
turf.
green.
Yeah. And some of them, now they're soft. They're not prickly like they used to be. They're soft. You can walk on it. They're nice. It's nice. And like you said, you're not cutting the grass. You're not watering the grass. Yeah. You're not doing anything. Every once in a while, we got to come out and condition it. There's some material we put into the turf to make it look better and stand up a little better to the elements. And
that's amazing. Mike Noonan, NoonanElectricalServices.com. Phone number to get a hold of you is 248-896-2147. You also have a new Brighton area. You do all of Metro Detroit, mostly west side, if you call it.
Yep.
But you'll go, for a larger job, you'll go anywhere.
Correct.
That's good. Licensed and insured. You're going to take care of Joe when he at the break.
Yep.
The Landscaper, Greg Grapsidis. 888-HIRE-TLS, which is The Landscaper. And then the website is hirethelandscaper.com. Both hire it done pre-screen contractors, both rock stars, amazing work, busy. I want you guys to know I appreciate you both. Thank you for coming on.
We appreciate you, Adam. Thanks for having us.
And of course, I want to tell my audience, thank you for tuning in. We'll be here next week as again, giving home improvement advice. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Have an awesome weekend. My name's Adam Helfman. Take care.